Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Tom's AccounTech Bytes. 5 minutes of pure gold from the accounting technology universe. So, what's been happening? Let's dive straight in. I led my email this week with a story from John Stockdike about the European Union publishing now a VAT directive that paves the way for mandatory e-invoicing for cross-border trade within the single market. Sounds a bit dry, but as Richard Asquith over at VatCalc, who's a VAT expert, lays out, it is the most ambitious reform to the EU VAT regime in decades and will impact on businesses, whether they're e-commerce or traditional providers going cross-border. So do look out for that. Links to this story and all others in the show notes. Now, carbon accounting. So while I was at Sage Transform last month, it was announced that they were acquiring Spherix, the carbon accounting tool, and this has now been rebadged as Sage Earth. And I spoke to a couple of the Sage Earth team the other day. So essentially, the platform connects to your general ledger and uses those transactions to automate a way to estimate your business's carbon footprint, identify hotspots, and then provide advice about how to bring it down. Now, carbon accounting is a bit of a controversial subject in the profession, as the team acknowledged, because it does rely on estimates and assumptions. But as the team lay out in the interview, it's a starting point, and hopefully accountants will be at the centre of it. So do check that out. Now, for those of you who frequent the world of social media, you probably have seen this kind of layout over the last couple of days. So people asking the AI chatbot CGT. Have I got that right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, the AI chatbot. It's just been released. So asking it questions, getting it to do things. What's this got to do with accounting? I had a couple of people contact me with various views about it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So I saw this tweet that interested me. So Brandon Hall over in America has asked it to write a letter to his employees, telling them that all tax returns will be prepared with pen and paper. She does a good job there. Jason Stats, who I've sort of featured a couple of times, I think, on this roundup before, he's gone a step further and hired the chatbot called Steve, and he's asked it to do a couple of things. So he's asked it to prepare an income statement from a CSV. Spoiler alert, it didn't do that well. I gave it an even trickier task to explain why cryptocurrency is the future of accounting in the style of a Gilbert and Sullivan light opera. And as I say, I mean, some of the rhyming couplets are pretty good. Bright and sight. It sort of rhymes fraud with fraud, so not perfect, but I think it understood the brief. Anyway, now, QuickBooks Connect is going on at the moment in Vegas. My invite seemed to get lost in the post, but they're bravely soldiering on without me. So they've announced a couple of features. Staying in the world of cloud accounting, we have Xero's H1 interim results. So revenue up and operating profit down. Some interesting subscriber numbers. Let's take a look. So, yeah, they've added 44,000 here in the UK. So growth slowing slightly, unsurprising perhaps, given the economic backdrop, and 15,000 over in the States. So that big push needs to continue, one feels. Now, John Stockdike walked the floor at Accounting Web Live Expo last week. Did we mention we have an expo? I might have done so once or twice. Well, we're having it again next year. Bigger and better. The NEC in Birmingham, 15th and 16th of November. You can register your interest now. But one of the big themes was accounts payable tools. So read all about it in John's article, Payments as the Hot Space. This one here, Osame, so financial admin platform dealing with payroll, accounting, tax reporting. Got a Series B raise. Not hugely interesting in and of itself, but what I found interesting was that they sort of have a hybrid service that combines machine learning and human accountants, and actually have more than 100 accountants and bookkeepers as full-time employees. So yeah, tech companies as accounting firms. Interesting trend. One for the perhaps one in the eye, should I say, for the crypto enthusiasts. So Maersk, the global shipping giant, had deployed a blockchain about 4 years ago, with the aim of sort of recording all the sort of supply chain goings on the sort of untamperable ledger. But yes, it's been shut down for, how are they saying, failing to reach commercial viability and meet the financial expectations as an independent business. So yeah, interesting to see where they go from there, perhaps. Binance, the crypto exchange, however, their Bitcoin reserves are fully collateralized, according to Mazars. So yeah, good luck with that, Mazars. And finally, this is one I came across. Did you know that dogs can sniff out microchips? Mobile phones, SD cards? Fascinating. I had no idea. Yeah, I do realise this article is 6 years old. Don't at me, but I've only just found it. So yeah, interesting article. Gets a bit grim at times, but it's police work, so kind of inevitable. Anyway, so if you want to receive my email, all things from the world of accounting technology, then do pop your email address in there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.